Okay, guys, Dan Bidondi, TruthRadioShow.com. Today is February 20th of 2026, and we're at the Station Nightclub Memorial Park here, where 23 years ago to this day, tonight, the Station Nightclub caught on fire and killed over 100 people. So we're at the memorial in West Warwick, Rhode Island, and there's a plaque here. I knew a few people, too, who passed away in this fire. And it's right here too. With we're gonna explain that in a minute here. So this is the memorial station here. These are people who put up this park. So right here used to be a nightclub. It was a famous nightclub in Rhode Island. They had was it White Snake? I forgot what band was playing. It was a famous rock band. And I guess they had some pyrotechnics in the building. And right about here is where the pyrotechnics caught up fire, right where the stairs are, kind of. And then burned the ceiling tiles, which were all styrofoam. And needless to say, within seconds, the whole place was engulfed and suffocated and killed over 100 people. And it's usually you go look at the little memorial things here, but it's covered with snow. So 23 years. And I literally drove by this place 23 years ago because a lot of my family and friends were coming here. My fiance now, my wife, I should say, she was supposed to come here that night too. And luckily, none of them showed up for the concert. Usually it was karaoke night here, but they shut it down because it was for a concert. And so these are some of the people that lost their lives here. You're all young people too. And come to see a rock concert, rock out. I think it was back in 2003. I'm gonna trample through the snow here. Pretty sad, really is. And this girl, Bonnie, unfortunately, she passed away in here too. I used to work with her, two different places. Very nice young lady. And there was a whole wedding party here too. They come here to celebrate the night before the wedding. The whole wedding party, and I think most all of them perished right in this place here. Sounds like I'm eating cereal, crunching through the snow. Unfortunately, a lot of these things are covered, so each one of these circle stones has a bunch of these memorials around them. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you all the names and everything. I'm gonna go right up to the front here. I think they do have another plaque with the names on it, but they have the plaques with the people's pictures and all that stuff for the year they were born. So a lot of Generation X people here. And forgive me, I forgot the name of the band that was playing here. One of the band members died too. So literally, it's like this where the parking was. I forgot exactly where the front door of the building was. I think it was like right over here or something. And when you see the video, it's horrific. And I literally drove by because I know my friends and family were here. I literally drove by, and at the time you could rent movies from Major Video and things like that. So the only thing that stopped me from coming in here, because I wanted to return some videos, I rented from Major Video down that way. So I went there first, so let me go return the videos first, then come here. And I don't think I would have got through the door anyway because there was a concert going. They were charging admission. But I probably would have came right into the fire. I really would have. And I'm so happy, thankful my friends didn't go, that was supposed to go to this concert here. And it's a shame. All over negligence. And I'm not, it's 23 years later, I'm not going to blame people, whatever the case, but they were not supposed to have pyrotechnics in a building with foam soundproofing, because the ceiling had soundproofing on it. I'm probably going to go ice skating. If I fall on my butt, you can laugh. So here's some of the names here. No, it's not the names. Some of the Yeah, it's like leading up to what happened. 8 years, 3 years, 6 months. Seven years before, 92 days before, 52 minutes before. This guy Dan Bichelle sets up the pyrotechnics between the sets of house band Fathead. It was open up act of Trip for Great White. That's what it was. Great White, the rock band. The manager Danielle Bichelle places 2 sets of 4 pyrotechnic 15 by 15 gerbs on the stage, and the pyrotechnics and the effects to the plywood board using the broom clips. The fireworks are designed to shoot sparks 15 feet high in the air for 15 seconds. So whoever did this was a moron, and you know, these things shoot 15 feet in the air, and the ceiling is maybe 10 feet. And the whole ceiling was covered in foam, you know, styrofoam for the soundproofing. It wasn't flame retardant. And so, of course, they lit I mean, you can see it from the news camera in the home videos. It literally lit the ceiling on fire in seconds. And half the people couldn't even get out the door because the styrofoam was smoking. And black smoke suffocating people. And bodies just laying on top of each other trying to get out the door. And it was disgusting. But, you know, mistakes happen, and I'm not saying anybody did that deliberately. Of course not, you know. Accidents happen, but unfortunately, 100+ people lost their lives to the fire here. And 8 minutes after, this is what you get. I'm going to go back here for a minute. Alarm sounds, building alarm, fire alarm goes off, and yeah, heroes inside and out. People pulling other people out of the door. They're unconscious and all that stuff, and I heard some horror stories, man, and it's crazy. And the thing is, people still to this day are pointing fingers, but you know what? You know what I mean? We can't really blame anybody, but you know, the pyrotechnic guy should have known better. You don't set up pyrotechnics in a 10-foot ceiling. Just doesn't make no sense at all. Crazy, man. And over 100 people perished here. It's crazy, and it's just like the lead up, the timeline of leading up to the tragedy here. I'm cold, so I'm a little chitter-chatter in here. And all the memorials, unfortunately, covered in snow. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the stage is right here. Like right over here in the back. The stage when it lit up on fire, the ceiling. It's right in the back here. And the audience is over here and everything. And it wasn't that big of a place. I mean, it could hold about 200 people, but I mean, it wasn't really that big of a place. But it was sick. It really was. I literally drove by. And I actually turned, when I dropped the movies off, I drove back down this way, and I couldn't even get near the place. The place was covered in fire trucks and everything else. And you should have seen the flames. It was horrendous. And back then, we didn't have cell phones like this. You know, and I'm like thankful my family wasn't here. They were supposed to be here. Many of them, like over a dozen people I know personally, were supposed to be here to see this concert. So I'm going to have to come back here and do another video when this clears up. I got one on my playlist somewhere here. I think a few years ago I came here on the anniversary and did a memorial. We read off all the names of the plaques and everything. I don't know if you can see anything here. Oops. Yeah, they got to replace this stuff. You have 23 years to the date today, February 20th, 2003. Here we are, 2026. And I knew a couple people who unfortunately perished here. One lady I used to work with in 2 different places, very sweetheart. Wish I could show you her stone here, but it's all covered. I think it's over there somewhere. It's buried under the snow. And right across the street, that's the Quisa Inn. It's a restaurant. They turned it into a trauma center. And they were like literally pulling melted bodies out of this place, and it was disgusting. And treating people with burns, and they suffocating and everything. And people just try to get out the door. And it wasn't mostly the fire that killed them. It was the toxic fumes, the black smoke from the ceiling tiles that choked a lot of people out. One guy said he was a crowd at the door here, and he was suffocating. He's in the back of the crowd, and all he did is he went back. He said he leaped on top of the crowd and he passed out. And the momentum of people pushed him out the door. And he thought he was dead, you know what I mean? And the momentum from him leaping over the crowd shoved him out the door, and it saved his life. But it was horrible. And all you have to do is Google station fire, West Warwick, Rhode Island. They got information on that. So it's unfortunate. And again, this used to be a nightclub here. They had a lot of bands play here, karaoke nights. I've been here a lot. My wife, she's a karaoke person. She won the contest here and all that. So it's unfortunate. It was a nice place, Warwick and West Warwick, Rhode Island, even Coventry as well. People used to come from all the 3 towns there, the cities, and come here to have some drinks or whatever, But it's unfortunate it happened, and 23 years later to the day, here we are, That's why these memorials are important, because just reminds you the mistakes we make. And it was a mistake, I'm not saying the guy who put the pyrotechnics up, obviously he didn't do that on purpose, you know what I mean? And I'm sure he's feeling every bit of it. And I'm not even sure if he's even passed away through it or not. But ultimately, it was down to the blame was the fire marshal who approved of it. He's the one that should have said no to that. You know what I mean? The fire marshal had to prove of that, and he actually did. And he was under a lot of heat for that. So no pun intended, So it's horrible, So thoughts and prayers to all the victims here, 23 years later. And again, station nightclub memorial fire, 23 years later, February 20th of 2003. Wow, I can't believe that, man. It's like literally 20 years ago today. I literally drove by here twice, and I used to come here too. At the time, I was just friends with my wife, and she used to sing karaoke, winning contests and stuff, and yeah, I had a crush on her back then. But yeah, it's sad. Just gotta walk through this one more time, guys. For those of you just joining us, we're in West Warwick, Rhode Island, the Station Nightclub Fire Memorial. And like I said, this was a decent sized club. They had pool tables and karaoke, and they always had something going on. Bands playing. It was like a regular nightclub, bar and all that. And I think they served food, if I'm not mistaken, but it's been a while. And yeah, this whole place was literally full of Generation X people. Come to see some good old rock and roll, Have a good time. And just want to go over this one more time here. Hopefully I don't fall on my butt. That'd be funny. I'd laugh. So I want to double check something here too again. So I'm going to go square by square. So seconds after. Okay, so these before. So I got a little time. I'll do this. Yeah, this is what happened. The 20 years before, whatever the case, before the fire happened, 47 minutes before, the tickets were. And 20 seconds after, The flame is now 2 feet tall and has been noticed by patrons closest to the stage. Some believe that the fire is part of the show. Yeah, when you see the video, the news was here. They were in the back. Thank God they got out of there quick. But the cameraman spotted it real quick. People thought it was part of the show. They started cheering for it. And then, yeah, just like accelerated. 10 minutes later, oh man, it was like crazy. So I guess the owner, Jeffrey Derridon, tells police that the Great White did not have permission to use fireworks in the nightclub. And I believe that 100% because, like I said, the ceiling wasn't that big. And the ceiling was styrofoam. It was soundproof and styrofoam, but it wasn't flame retardant. You know what I mean? So when you burn, anybody that's burned styrofoam before, you quickly know how fast that goes up. And it's dangerous, toxic fumes from that black smoke. And that thing goes up like a sieve, you know what I mean? And like kindling, I should say. And yeah, and just like people were hospitalized and everything else. And yeah, the indictments, land donated. And just like, you can go online, look the stuff up, get all the information. People have done videos and stories on this. So this is where they started putting the soundproof in the club here. But again, it wasn't flame retardant soundproof. So that's why the owner said, don't put no, no fireworks. And they did it anyway, I guess. But so day before Great White arrives, it's a famous rock band from the 70s and 80s. That's why everybody came to see them. You know what I mean? They're a decent band. They kicked off the set. 30 seconds after, the orderly evacuation quickly turns to chaos. Patrons surge toward the main exit. West Warwick Police Officer Mark Knott, standing just outside the exit, is knocked over the railing of the club steps by the rush of people exiting the building. He lands on the hood of a parked car and radios headquarters Stampede. And so I guess the cop didn't even know what the heck was going on, thought it was a riot or something. 2 minutes after, flash over, temperatures near the ceiling, the dance floor, exceeded 1,800 degrees. The heat was extreme enough to cause the hair and clothing to burst into flames. So anybody that was near there, their hair and clothing instantly burst into flames. That's crazy, man. And a Trias Central, like I said, the Quisa Inn over here. That's that restaurant over there, that green building right there. They turned it into a trauma center and everything else. Yeah, with the 7 hours later, it was a national story. I had people calling me left and right, all over the country. I know, Dan, you all right? Because they know I lived over here, and it's crazy. And yeah, fire inspector question. I guess he's the one who approved of it. He tells the state police that he hadn't seen the fire, highly flammable foam in the nightclub's walls during the previous inspection because he blinded by anger after finding the illegal inward swinging door had been reinstalled after he ordered it removed. Whatever, some controversy, but regardless, again, we're not going to get to that stuff. Just, yeah, I mean, it's just horrible, it really is. And let's go back to there. Yeah, the crowd started cheering, and 39 seconds later, exits blocked, people trying to get out. I would have threw a table through a window, to tell you the truth, man. And here's the thing, too. If you're recording something like that, guys, never, ever, ever head to the front door. Take a table, chair, and ram it right through the damn window and get out that way. Don't risk your life. You know what I mean? You always got to have situation awareness all the time. And you always run the opposite way the crowd's going. Any kind of disaster, shooting, fire, whatever, run the opposite way. Because you'll be stampeded, probably. Governor alerted after 6 days grand jury. Well, that's crazy, man. And these fire trucks probably here too. That's a West Warwick Fire Department right there. And couldn't imagine. So could I imagine what these firemen dealt with? Pulling the bodies out of this place like that. man. 90 minutes later, miracle at the exit. He's trapped under this guy here, Mike Vargas, who has remained trapped under a 5-foot pile of bodies just inside the front entrance, grabs the boot of a shocked firefighter. He pulled out from beneath the dead and miraculously walks away with mild birds. So this guy was actually stuck, pinned under a 5-foot pile of dead bodies. And he tugged out a fireman's boot, and that's how the fireman pulled him out. Wow, that's crazy, man. 23 hours later, death toll 96, 97 here, and I forget the exact number, but 8 days later, was it 97? Yeah, death toll 96. So I think a total of over 100 died. I forgot. I didn't do my homework. I just drove by and I heard on the radio it's the anniversary. I'm like, oh wow, I'm right here. I forgot all about it. So it's sad. Whew. There's somebody digging the snow from when it must be a relative. Whew. Good morning.
How we doing?
All right. Just doing the memorial film here.
Awesome.
The city should have came and dug this stuff out, man.
I was just saying that to my wife.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
A couple of my friends died in here.
Yeah, my mother and her fiance passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna stay here for a little bit and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Remove the snow, but it's all ice and yeah.
You know it's crazy? Remember Major Video in Coventry?
Yeah.
I literally drove. I was gonna pull in here. I'm like, let me go drop the video off before they close. Went down there, come back, and I couldn't even get near here.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah, and about 12 or 13 of my family members had tickets to come. None of them came. And my girlfriend used to sing karaoke here, so yeah, it was tragic, man.
I mean, God works in mysterious
Yeah.
ways, right?
Yep.
So yeah, the best thing we can do is just be voices
Yeah.
for those that
Yep.
unfortunately passed. You know, it's a private club. No one wanted to be in. You know, so
Yeah.
the best thing we could do, you know, for our loved ones and
Yep.
our friends is just be there for them and
Yeah.
you know, memorize them as best we can.
Yeah. So is your mom and her fiance?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Lori Durante is my mother.
Oh, okay.
And then her fiance Thomas Medeiros
Oh, okay.
as well. Yep. So.
Sorry to hear about that, brother. I mean,
Thank you.
23 years, man.
23 years and you know, still kind of feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the city should have done a better job. I'm gonna actually look into that after
Yeah.
here too.
Especially on the anniversary, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of surprised too. I don't want to damage anything, but
Actually, no, I'm going to go by City Hall now. I'm going to go in there and raise some Mount Wam.
awesome.
Yeah, God bless you, brother.
Hey, thank
You
so
too.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go to City Hall there and my hands are frozen. Wish I had another phone because I called me. I don't think they even open 7:40 a.m. Whew. Warm. I hate the cold. I'll say it a million times, man. But that is, hang on, let me put my seatbelt on. So I'm gonna go to City Hall and bitch to them. They should have had their stuff dug up, man. You know, the snow removed. But that would require work, though, you know. So half these city officials don't know what work is. So I'll make sure I don't crash my car. So that's the place there. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get going. So tune in tonight, Spiritual Warfare Friday, live, 9 p.m. Eastern. here on February 20th, 2026. And yeah, it's going to be a good show. Me and Joe Caruso, we're going to rock the show tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, live. And yeah, hearts of prayers for the victims. Again, just go Google search fire station, Station Fire Nightclub. It's the Station Nightclub Fire, West Warwick, Rhode Island. It'll pop up and have all the information. Pretty sad, man, it really is. And there was like indictments, there was big court cases and all that stuff. People just pointing the finger at each other when common sense was locked that night. It really was. So, amazing, really is. So, anyway, God bless, and let me turn the car and I'll shut this video off. Especially with the trailer truck coming. All right, guys, love you all. See you tonight.